everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. So today I'm back again with another brand new video, and in this one we are going to be talking about yet another foundation. So for today's video, the foundation that I selected comes in with a much more higher price tag, and it is definitely an high-end foundation, and it is none other than the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Foundation. So recently this foundation was very high because it was on sale in BoxyCharm, and I think a lot of you got your hands on it by now. And if you haven't, then I definitely suggest you guys to try it out in sale, because I know the price tag without the sale is quite a bit high, and I wouldn't suggest someone to go and splurge on a foundation blindly with that price tag. But if you can get your hands on it with the sale price, then definitely do try it out. So this foundation claims to be a matte foundation with a natural, long-lasting, full coverage finish, and I definitely have to agree with that. Plus, what I mostly enjoy with this foundation is that it is very weightless. Even after being a very full coverage foundation, you just need a tad bit, and a little bit goes a long way. Even when you would see me applying the foundation, you would see just a little bit of the foundation goes a very long way. You don't need to layer up to get the complete full coverage look. Just use one layer and you would see that it gives you the perfect, flawless, full coverage foundation look. And even when you're wearing the foundation, it gives a natural matte kind of finish. But with this natural matte kind of finish, it's not like it's sucking all the life out of your face like some other foundations that I have tried, because I rarely actually tend to fall towards matte foundation, because I don't like how the matte foundations end up looking, because they kind of suck the life out of your face and it just eats up everything, the moisture. It just eats up all the moisture from the face. So I like my foundation to be a tad bit natural finish, or like a demi matte finish if I use a matte foundation. So this one definitely aces on that. And even if someone wants to layer this foundation, they can, and it won't end up looking cakey, because once again, it is very weightless. It contains anti-aging, hydrating, plus anti-pollution properties, which helps you throughout the day if you wear this foundation. So it won't suck the life out of your face. It will keep your face hydrated, and also it has got peptides in it, which helps to protect your skin from pollution and humid weather. Even if you're wearing this foundation on a very humid weather, it won't melt off from your face, and it won't look like it's going to wear down very fast. I would personally highly suggest this foundation to those of you who are planning on getting married on summertime, or if you want to attend some sort of event during summertime and you want that complete full coverage look and you want that perfect full coverage glam, then definitely go for this foundation, because it holds up very amazingly on humid weather. This foundation is 10 on 10 for me, and the higher price tag actually is justified for this foundation. I would say there are a lot of higher end foundations which doesn't live up to their expectations, but this one is definitely something which delivers much more than its price tag. So the regular price of this foundation is 44 USD, or 34 pound if you're purchasing it from UK or in British currency. But if you can get your hands on it during sale, then do not miss it. Don't miss it. You must try this one. This foundation is available in 44 shades, I believe, and I also do like how they have arrange their shade range, because it is very easy to distinguish between the undertones of the foundation. With a lot of brands, you can see that the undertones are not clear to the public and you just get confused by their shade range. But with Charlotte Tilbury, it is very easy to distinguish the undertone that you want for yourself, because they have divided it in cool, neutral and warm. So this shade right here which I have is 9 Warm. It is a tad bit lighter for me right now because I'm a bit more tan than when I purchased it. So this was purchased during winter time, so I was matched with this shade from their experts. So this is what they suggested, but I have recently also ordered another one. I have ordered the shade 10 Warm so that I can actually mix and match during summer and winter, because not all the time your skin is going to be the same color. It differs from weather to weather and time to time. So definitely this foundation is something that I would highly suggest to you all. And without any further ado, let's move on to the next part where I will apply the foundation for you guys. To prime the face, today we are going to be using this Huda Beauty Water Jelly Primer. None of these steps are actually new. I always do color correct, and for that, as usual, I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Pro HD Concealer in the shade Fawn. Now that I'm all color corrected, I am going in with the foundation, and I am using the shade 9 Warm or 9 Warm Chaud. I think Chaud means warm in some other language. I'm not sure, but I'm using the shade 9 Warm today. By the look of this shade, you can see that it is a tad bit brighter than what I usually wear. And the reason for this is when I bought this foundation, it was actually winter and I was not tan at that time, but nowadays I'm a bit more tanner, so that's why this foundation seems a little bit too light. And I have also recently ordered the shade one shade darker of this one, 10 Warm, so that it actually matches me better. It is actually safe to have quite a few shades, and that way you can actually mix and match and go with the shade that your skin is at that moment, because our skin is not always going to be working in the same way, or it is not going to be looking the same in every season. So season wise, skin colors do actually vary, so that's why I think having a darker shade would be great, because I can actually mix and match. And you can see from the shade, it is actually a bit light for me right now. But when this shade was matched by the Charlotte Tilbury artist in the Charlotte Tilbury Gondola in Selfridges, it was winter in UK and it was quite snowy, and I hadn't had any sort of tan that time, so it matched me quite well back then. But right now it is a tad bit light because I'm a bit more tan right now. So I'm just bouncing the foundation in with my beauty sponge. It just makes you look absolutely flawless. But one thing I do like about this foundation, that you can get the undertones matched quite well, because they have completely sorted out their range with the undertones. You get warm, you get neutral, you get cool, so it is very easy to actually identify which undertone is which foundation. You can see I'm using a very light layer of the foundation, but it is giving a very full coverage look, and it is very lightweight. So when you're actually using this foundation, you're getting the lightweightness, but you're also getting the full coverage. So it's like a plus point if you like full coverage foundations. And for Asian brides, I think this foundation would be perfect. And if you're a summer bride, then this is going to be your best friend, because this doesn't budge, this doesn't like move, it holds on pretty nicely in a humid weather. So this would be the perfect summer Asian bride foundation. If you look closely to my foundation tray, you can also see that there is quite a bit of foundation left, because it is very full coverage and I didn't need the 2 pumps. I pumped out, and a bit of the foundations went into the sponge too, but even after that, you can see it is giving a very nice full coverage. As I have already color corrected and covered most of my discolored areas, I don't need the foundation to actually cover up those, so that's why the pressure is not on the foundation. But if you're using this foundation and suppose you need a tad bit more coverage in any sort of areas, you can also very nicely build it up, because the foundation actually gives you a demi matte kind of finish. Like, it settles down kind of on its own, but it is going to be giving you a demi matte finish. So if you want to apply more of it, it won't cake up. It will nicely actually melt off the foundation on top of the layer you have already applied. So this is how the foundation is looking in my face, and you can see it's not settling down into the lines, and it looks very flawless. And even after applying it for a few minutes, you can see it does not actually take away the shine. It is demi matte. It is not completely matte when it settles down, and it looks very nice on the skin. The foundation is laid down. I'm just going to be doing my usual thing. I'm going to be highlighting. I'm going to be applying some powder to set the foundation, and I will be right back. This is how my base is looking after my entire makeup is done, and I definitely have to say that this foundation is 10 on 10 if you are willing to purchase a high-end foundation, and if you want that coverage, and if you want it to hold in a very humid weather, then this is definitely the one that you need to invest in. I don't know how to describe it, but with Charlotte Tilbury's product, it's all about the experience that you get after using the products. It is definitely luxurious, and I must say that it also comes with bonus points, because you get skincare benefits from using this foundation too. They have added a lot of their skincare products benefits to this foundation, and it will over the time actually help your skin in some sort of level too. So this is definitely the one that you need to splurge in if you're willing to do that. If you want to save some money while purchasing this foundation, I will definitely suggest you to wait for the VIB sales or Sephora sales. Then also nowadays it is available on BoxyCharm too, so if you want, you can also order it from there, and in that way you can also save some money and also get the amazing product. I personally haven't tried out their face powder, the compact powder that they have. I really want to try that, but definitely this is a must-have. And I also have their setting spray, and I must say this is amazing, and both of these two actually go together like a dream. So if you can get your hands on these products, I definitely suggest you to try it out, even just for once, because it's amazing. I really hope this video was somewhat helpful to all of you, and I will be adding all the details in the description box below for you all. And if you did like this video, make sure to give this one a big thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed into my YouTube channel, then make sure you guys do subscribe, and don't forget to follow me in my other social media accounts, and I will be catching you guys again in my next video. Till then, you guys take care. Bye bye.